Hello everyone, this is your captain speaking and welcome to another grammar video. Now you might be wondering why I'm just like this. Well, it's because it's freaking Christmas. So, happy holidays, have a holly jolly Christmas, all that stuff. I got a top hat. Look at this. Look at it. It's so nice. It jingles. Listen. I can jingle now. Every time I say no, I just jingle. It's so jolly. Anyway. Yes, this is my Christmas. There's no snow. There's no cold. There's no icicles. There's nothing. It's just dark. It's 4 o'clock right now, and the sun is like going down. Because I actually have to turn the light on just so you can see me. It's awful. So today, we're just gonna do a sort of rapid fire kind of like kind of grammar thing. I'm just gonna do a bunch of quick misconceptions that people have about grammar. So like stupid things that people mess up all the time. Even me, I mess up these things all the time, and my family members all the time. Okay, first off, good versus well. You know how you say you're doing good or you're doing well? There is in fact a difference. If you're doing good, it means you're doing something that's good for somebody else. Like doing good is saving somebody's life or donating to charity. That would be doing good. Doing well means you're doing something effectively. Like if you're donating a lot of money to charity, it means you're doing good and you're doing well at doing good. But like doing good is only used if you're doing an actually like good thing. If you're being a good person, that's when you use it. If you're doing well, then you're being good at something. If you're doing well, it means you're being good at something. So don't say, I'm doing good at this. Say you're doing well at this, because that's how grammar works, and don't mess it up, because it bugs me. Another one would be double negatives. People do this all the time. I'll give an example. You know, whenever somebody says, it ain't no problem, first off, my first problem is that ain't isn't a word, so there's that, but ain't no means it isn't not a problem. So it is not a problem. It's just say it's no problem. Double negatives are dumb. Avoid them as much as you can unless you're being funny, I guess. Only do them if you're making a joke. That's pretty much my only rule that I got for you. A third big misconception that people have with grammar is irony. People use ironic things incorrectly. I'm gonna put this down. They don't define irony properly. They use it in the wrong context. Instead of it's just being funny, they say it's ironic when it's not. Irony, I googled it, it means it's a noun, apparently. Yeah, it's a noun. The expression of one's meaning by using language that normally signifies the opposite, typically for humorous or emphatic effect. Or a state of affairs or an event that seems deliberately contrary to what one expects and is often amusing in a result. Or a literary technique originally used in Greek tragedy by which the full significance of a character's words or actions are clear to the audience or reader, although unknown to the character. So, if you don't speak internet, and if you don't speak dictionary, then pretty much that just means it's something that is funny that it happened and it shouldn't have happened. Like a fire extinguisher catching on fire. That's ironic. Something that how do I describe it? Something that happens that shouldn't have happened, but only in specific circumstances. It's really hard to explain, but once you get it into your head, it'll be easy to point out. So, like I said, fire extinguishers catching on fire. Just things like that. I can't think of any other examples because I'm a dumb, but I'll come back to it. You probably got it anyway. Here's a real quick one. Nuclear. It's not nuclear. It's nuclear. Are we nuclear on that? That was a bad joke. People are gonna hate me for that. Another quick one. Recognize. It's not recognize, it's recognize. You might mess up the word, and you might say it strangely, but don't say, I recognize that. Because then you'll just sound like a rapper or something. I recognize you. It's recognize. It's 3 syllables. Recognize. Okay? Good. Literally. Now, I know that the dictionary has apparently changed literally in the definition, that it can mean both literally and not literally, but that's stupid, so we're not going to do that. We're going to go with the actual definition of literally, which is not the actual definition of literally, the proper one, which means literally, like actually. Don't say literally if you don't mean literally, okay? If you say, I haven't seen this in literally a million years, don't say literally! Just say I haven't seen it in a million years and make it a joke about, what's the word? Overemphasizing? Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. Literally is only used in context when you actually mean it literally, because that's what it means, okay? You better understand that, because this is a big problem for me. It annoys me. We're gonna get into animals now, because I want to. There is, in fact, a difference between a turtle and a tortoise. A turtle is a sea... let's try that again. A turtle is a semi-marine animal. A reptile, I believe, actually. It might be amphibian. It's probably a reptile. A turtle is like a sea turtle. It's got flippers. It can go on the sea and in the land. It can go on the sea and in the land. Yes. Yes. Sea turtles can walk on water and swim through sand. That's entirely what I meant. Tortoises, on the other hand, are only land creatures. They have much bigger shells, they live a lot longer, and they're very, very, very slow. Turtles aren't very slow. Tortoises are. Here, I'll just put up a photo reference. Turtle. Tortoise. Perfect. Now here's a sort of antithesis to good and well is bad and poor. You can't do badly at something. I'm pretty sure you can't do bad at something, but you can do poorly at something. I'm not positive that you can actually do bad. You can do evil, but you can't do bad. You can do poorly. You can't do poor, but you can do poorly. There's a difference. The ly is a big difference. If you ever want to use an adjective describing a verb, then you do ly. I'm doing this poorly, because poorly is describing the adjective of what you're doing. You're doing the this. That's the adjective that you're describing with the poorly. Oh man, that's gonna get complicated. I'll do a whole video on the difference between nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, no. Yeah, all those words. I'll do that later. EMP Pulse. I hear this a lot. Do you know what EMP stands for? Electromagnetic pulse. Do you know what EMP Pulse stands for? Electromagnetic pulse. Do you see the problem? It's dumb. Don't do it. Affect versus effect. Now, there is a difference. It's subtle. There's actually literally one letter that's a different. There's one letter that's a different. I'm a professional. There's one letter that's different, but it's important. Affect is a verb. Yeah, affect is a verb. You affect something. Effect is a noun. You use it to affect somebody. No, you use it to affect somebody. This effect affected this person. Effect is the noun. Affect is the verb. If you know the difference between nouns and verbs, that'll be very simple. If you don't, then I don't even know what you're doing with your life. Did you go through preschool? And finally, purposely versus purposefully. They are different words, and I will readily admit that I have made I have made this problem. That's not the word. I will readily admit that I have made this mistake multiple times. I was actually very wrong about this for like 2 years of my life. Purposely is when you do something on purpose. Like you purposely did this to mess with somebody else. Purposefully is when you do something with purpose. So if you purposefully do something just because like someone tells you not to and you purposefully do it anyway, you do it with purpose. Like you just stick your soul into it and you just get it and you're purposefully doing it. Purposely is when you do it on purpose. There is in fact a difference. It's a big difference, and I messed this up. I googled it and I was like, oh crap, I'm an idiot. So I have made that mistake many times. Don't judge me, it's not my fault. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, because you better pass this information along to everybody you know, because this is important information to have. This is actually really important. It bugs me a lot. These are some of the most common misconceptions that people have about grammar, always. So now you know, and you can seem smarter than everybody else. So yippee, this is what this whole thing is about, right? So you can be smart. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Until then, farewell.